It still blows my mind how HBCUs had to go on lockdown after the assassination of Uppercase Gums. It still blows my mind that black folks was the ones receiving gun threats and bomb threats when we was not the ones who yanked the milk off the shelf. And this is how I say all the time that if there were no black folks in America, white folks would turn on each other in 24 hours. We are the outlet for their rage. It doesn't make any sense. That's how I know when them Klansmen was really mad at each other, they would turn around and utilize that energy. Well, let's go burn down an all-black town. Like, this shit is crazy to me. We all over here minding our motherfucking business, remaining moisturized, asking each other, what you cooking today? What you doing today? It's just like, I don't understand how we are constantly caught in the crossfires of everybody's fucking insecurities. It doesn't make sense to me. Then y'all want to get on the internet talking some left wing, right wing. We don't give a fuck. Bitch, black folks has been frying lemon pepper wings. We ain't worried about nobody else.
You mother fucking animals! You liberal, progressive, deranged fucking animals!
Tyler Robinson, the man in custody for executing Charlie Kirk. Yes, he was a white guy.
You are so hateful in your hearts.
And the liberals are coming out in full force.
Because you didn't agree with his ideology? That's the reason why he deserves to die? You fucking animals!
But yes, he came from a conservative family.
First of all, black people ain't had nothing to do with this. We wasn't nowhere near Utah. So I'm like, how was the response to go after black students? We're getting these alerts about this school and that school, Hampton, and all these different schools. So I was like, what is happening? And I was like, and why are we in this, right? Like, what is it that students on a HBCU campus have to do with this, right? We have had school shootings that have taken place on all types of campuses. And there are those, specifically on the right, that always want to put out this idea that black folk are dangerous and criminal, and we just have more of a propensity to commit crimes and things like that. Do you know how many school shootings we've had at a HBCU? Zero. One of the safest campus that you can be, a safe haven. And it is interesting because those campuses were created out of kind of the segregation idea. But we don't do that. So we're not going to talk about white supremacy. Like, we're not going to talk about the fact that the vast majority of these shootings, whether they are seen as political or not, if we look at the numbers, white supremacy ideology. But we don't want to do anything about that. There's no legislation that they want to bring. Every time you say white supremacy, they want to yell, oh, you're race baiting. No, I am going on facts. When we look at these mass shootings, most of them are linked to neo-Nazism or, Proud Boys or whatever. It's always some white supremacy kind of thing that's going on. It's not black folk that are going out there. It's not immigrants that are going out there. But what cities are we going into? Black cities, because we are supposedly the ones that commit all the crime. Which people are we going after? Immigrants, because allegedly it's immigrants, but we don't want to have a talk about what the numbers say, what the facts say, which is that we have a white supremacy problem in this country. So until we decide to deal with the problem, we're going to continue to have a problem.
We are now following breaking news about a string of threats at a number of historically black colleges and universities today. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell is following this for us. What can you tell us, Kelly?
Well, Chris, I think this is at this point in the abundance of caution phase, where universities that are a part of the HBU system, the historically black colleges, a number of them in Virginia, also in Alabama, saying that they have received threats and therefore taking action to lock down a campus or cancel classes or send out warnings to students and to the university community. Obviously, just one day after the Charlie Kirk assassination, in an environment where we have seen a lot of gun violence and a lot of acting out of dangerous threats where citizens can be inadvertently involved in a dangerous circumstance. This is the kind of thing where for universities as they assess a situation, make a determination for what is best for their community, and to try to reduce the potential for any harm. By locking down or canceling classes, it clearly reduces the amount of foot traffic. It allows authorities to follow through on any leads. We have made outreach to different kinds of law enforcement, from the federal to the state level and local communities, as well as the Department of Education. And at this point, we don't have a sense of where this is coming from or how connected it may be. But the fact that these colleges are feeling they need to take action, and in light of the timing, given yesterday's events on a college campus in Utah, there is a sense of wanting to be prudent and to provide members of the community, students, faculty, neighbors of a campus with warning to help them make their best choices. So as we learn more, we will bring it to you. But at this point, there are no injuries. There's no acts of violence that we are aware of. This is in the category of threats and then taking prudent steps.
Well, that didn't take long, did it? But the guy that is the suspect is white. Yet somehow, it's the fault of black people. I'm telling you, bro, traditional American history right here in the making. Let's blame the black folk again for a white life that was lost. Not even at the hands of them. It's always blame the immigrants and blame black people. There you have it. Now you have traditionally black colleges receiving multiple death threats every day. His friends that are white supremacists got upset. And now they want to blame black people. But they didn't shoot him. It was one of your own. It was one of your own people. So my question is this. What the fuck do we have to do with anything in white people business? That's the TikTok. Que tengan buen día.
A white man shoots a white man, and somehow the headline becomes, black folks, y'all did it. Make it make sense. After Charlie Kirk got dropped, instead of keeping it what it is, white on white crime, they had the nerve to target HBCUs. Shame on you, bitches. That's how unstable this system is and those creatures are. Like, the logic is so twisted, it's almost comedy. They was like, basically, our guy got hit, so let's terrorize the people who weren't even in the damn room. Y'all spent centuries studying black people, our bodies, our music, our slang, even our trauma. But the second we flip that script and start studying y'all jackasses, the cracks show, just like the faces. The paranoia leaks out, and suddenly every black college campus gotta pay the price for something a white man did to another white man. But here's the kicker. If the roles were reversed and it was a black man who shot Charlie, they'd be calling it proof of pathology. But when it's one of their own, like it normally is, the crime still somehow gets exported onto us. And let's not forget, most school shootings in America have been committed by white men. You want to know why? Because that's your fucking culture. You wanted culture? There's your culture. Congratulations. Statistically, they're the blueprint for mass violence, but somehow black students at HBCUs gets the threats, the lockdowns, the stigma. That ain't a coincidence. That's projection dressed up as policy. So nah, this ain't about Kirk, darling. It's about projection. Y'all built the system, you loaded the gun per usual, y'all pulled the trigger, and still somehow black students gotta duck the fucking bullet. White on white crime, but black folks get the bill. That's the real irony. Peace.